Want a Clinky?
Yeah.
Clinky. There you go. Hers is Kool-Aid. So I am out of bread, and I need to make some.
We out of bread, right?
Yep, we're out of bread, so I'm going to have to make some bread.
We gotta make it. We're gonna make 2 breads.
We're going to make 2 loaves of bread, but we're not going to make 2 normal loaves of bread.
What did you just say?
What did I just say? I said we're not going to make 2 normal loaves of bread. Well,
only 1 bread.
Well, they're normal for us. Maybe
Yeah.
not normal for other people. But
People
what is the
make
definition of
bread.
normal?
People make
I have been making our own bread for about what? 2-4 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. 2. It's very, very rare that I ever buy any bread from the grocery store, only because one, prices have risen and I am a cheapskate, and 2, a lot of companies after or during COVID, had to deal with a lot and had to make a lot of compromises, and getting people, maintaining people, that was hard. Getting resources, everything like that, it's hard. So a lot of them combined from other facilities, and as a result, a lot of those products that they were like, made in a tree nut peanut free facility were no longer made in a tree nut peanut free facility. So they lost me, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people as customers. I'm going to make 2 types of bread that we like in our family. One is our regular bread, and we use that one for slicing, sandwiches, cinnamon toast, which is like fancy. And then the other one is something I like to call cinnamon roll bread. And it's basically right before I make cinnamon rolls. So sometimes I will double up my batch of cinnamon rolls, and then I just leave one as is, and we have that as cinnamon roll bread. So another video, I'll make cinnamon rolls. But all of them are egg, tree nut, peanut, and dairy free, and also corn free. Now that I think about it. So sometimes I will make them, by hand, obviously. But today I'm kind of pressed for time a little bit, and it's a little chilly in the air. I feel like using my bread makers. Ain't no shame in the bread maker game. I do not have a preference in what type of bread maker to use. If you really want me to be honest with you, I go to the local thrift store and I get one of the bread makers that was made in the 90s or the 80s. Those things can handle anything and everything. I was gifted a bread maker that was made recently that's supposed to handle gluten-free baking, and it died on me. So, but this dude I got for $5 at a thrift store 5 years ago. It's a lot of fives. Anyway, takes a licking, keeps on ticking. Super easy. Highly recommend these. Okay, so this guy I happen to get in North Carolina, right? I moved from North Carolina to Wisconsin, and I just happened to go to the thrift store that was here. They had another one exactly like this. I paid $5.50. Got the exact same one. So I have 2 of them. I love my bread makers. I absolutely use them. You can do all sorts of fun stuff with bread makers. You can make jam. You can make pasta. There are these little doodaddy buttons on here. And if you find a bread maker, right, and it doesn't have the instructions, That's okay, because you can look on the internet. It's so fun. You can do your little tippity tap 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 on Google, right? Pop up the brand, the manufacturer doohickey code numbers on there, do your detective work, become Sherlock Holmes, and tippity tap 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 on there, and you can find the owner's manual. Super simple. Download that PDF or bookmark the website or whatever, and you are good to go. So enough of my spiel on rambling about that, because I will ramble, as you guys have seen in my other videos, because I get super excited about stuff. Throw my ingredients in here. Now I do proof my yeast. I get that. I go ahead and mix that first. I proof my yeast. But other than that, I throw all of that into this bad boy. I let him go ahead and do the mixing and the heat proofing. And, I just let him do the dough. And then he beeps at me to tell me that, his services are no longer required and that I need to handle that. And I pull it out and put it in this. Let it proof for another 20 minutes. And then I pop it in the oven. Super easy. So let's get started. First off, what we're going to do is we're going to do something called proofing the yeast. So we're going to need about 1.5 cups of warm water, spoons of sugar. This is my little 2 tablespoon scoopity scoop. And you're going to put that in your water and not the face. Stir that up, let it dissolve. Now you're going to add your yeast and stir. When you open these, make sure that you refrigerate them. I always put them on the door of my refrigerator. Rest for about 5 to 10 minutes so that way they can get frothy. Add my oil, and I can also add my salt while I wait. With oil, it can be with whatever oil you want to add. You can add canola oil, you could add vegetable oil. I wouldn't add fruit oil. Whatever neutral oil you can do. So if you wanted this to be corn-free, you could add whatever corn-free oil you would like to do. If you wanted to use a vegan butter, you could do that. If you don't have a dairy issue, you could add butter instead. Salt.
1, 2, 3,
4. Put this in there. And all it is it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the last thing we need to add is our bread flour. Yeah, 6 ingredients.
Up your nose.
Why'd you boot my nose?
Boot my nose. No, do it in your hand. Up a ceiling. Put it up a ceiling.
This coffee is not strong enough.
Put that, make it a purple ceiling.
What?
Purple ceiling.
You're a purple ceiling.
No, you are. You're a rainbow cat.
I'm a rainbow cat.
Yeah.
Well, you are a purple hot dog.
You are a gray hot dog.
You are an orange banana.
You are yellow banana.
I'm allergic to bananas.
Yeah.
So I'm allergic to
Me too.
myself. You're not allergic to bananas.
I do.
You are not. You inhale bananas like there's no tomorrow.
It's fake.
That is not fake.
Juice.
They'll make juices. They'll make smoothies. They'll make banana bread.
Or we can make
Muffins.
purple bread.
Purple. Yep, I've seen purple bread. In fact, there's potatoes that are purple.
Bread.
Yep, I've seen purple bread.
Yellow bread.
I've seen yellow bread. I've seen bread that when you open it up, it looks like a rainbow inside.
It was?
Yeah, I've seen bread that's tie-dyed.
A rainbow inside?
Yeah, like a
You
rainbow.
want to turn rainbow?
Someone baked a rainbow color. Like it looked like they designed a rainbow inside the bread.
Like a juicy rainbow.
Like a juicy rainbow.
Yeah, juicy rainbow.
Oh, thanks, baby.
We gotta make one.
Oh.
You wanna make one like that?
Maybe
It's
one
fancy.
day. One day we'll make maybe
One
one
day
day.
you turn.
Maybe one day we'll make a
One
juicy
day you
fancy
turn
rainbow.
one.
So we're back. You
What
see,
is
there's like a
that?
little head on there. The foam. That
What's
means
that?
it means that our yeast. Smell that? Smells good. Yeah, that means that our yeast has activated, and that's a good thing. So I added in the yeast. The rule of thumb. Oh, I don't want to tip that over. Let's think before we do things, Claire.
Not spill it.
Thank
Or
you.
break it.
Wise wisdom. Wise wisdom. I'm so glad that you are wise. So the rule of thumb is this. Whenever you're using a bread maker, you always want to add in your liquids first, and then you want to add in your dry ingredients, and then you want to add in your yeast. However, I went ahead and incorporated or activated my yeast. The reason why I did that was I've had a couple of times where I started a new yeast packet and for whatever reason it didn't fully incorporate and it had a yeasty aftertaste. Or I got distracted, don't know how, and I might have accidentally added 1/4 of a teaspoon too much or one teaspoon too much.
Right.
And trust me, that you will taste if it's not activated in time. So this is kind of like my little extra buffer in case I made a goof up. Because it had flour. Again, this is bread flour that I'm adding. Please stop that. Want to make sure that it's even. Please stop that. Okay, so I place these guys in the bread maker. Put this down. Put this down. Whoops, wrong button. Okay, nothing fancy. So with my bread maker, everyone's is different. I clicked select. I go with my dough pasta. I don't worry about this. It automatically sets it for 1 hour, 30 minutes. Push start. And it's going to start doing its little mixy mix thing. Same principle with this dimaflachi. This one's a little old-fashioned. It's on the dough. It's got its 130. Push the start. And there it is. So when the time's up, it'll do its little beepity beep beep. And then that's when I'll throw it in the oven. To be continued. Okay, so this is this is one of the doughs out of the bread maker. I'm just sprinkling some all-purpose flour on a clean surface.
Hey, you're making a mess, Mama.
That's all right. I can clean it. That's fine.
You can clean it.
Yep. And then I take one of my rolling pins. If you don't have a rolling pin, but you have like a wine bottle or a glass, a cup would work, like a really long glass or something like that or whatever. You can do that. So I'm just kind of rolling it out a little bit just to try and make a
sugar.
No, I'm not trying to make sugar. Just trying to stretch it out a little bit. So now I'm just going to roll my dough. Everyone has their own little style, but I like to do it this way.
Can I help you?
Well, right now I'm just kind of rolling, so you want to roll?
Roll?
Yep, that's how I roll.
Should help you, right?
Yeah, but slow and steady.
Slow and steady.
Slow and steady wins the race.
No, try slow and steady.
Well, I am going slow and steady. You're the one going super duper fast speed. Okay.
There we go.
There we go. And then I just kind of.
Can I try?
Yeah, so then we kind of just roll it like this.
It looks like that.
Yeah, it's kind of a length of that. Get my pan.
Put it in for you.
You can grab that side. Put this guy in. Nope, we don't.
That guy in.
Yeah, we don't squeeze them.
No, this guy in here.
Tuck in my side here.
You put flour in it.
No, I'm not putting flour on your hand.
That's what it is.
Well, we got another thing of bread that we got to do. I preheated my oven to 175 and then I turned it off. After that, I'm going to stick this guy in here and let him proof for about 20-25 minutes. Now we're going to start with the next one.
Yeah, next one.
Yeah, next one.
Yeah, bad boy.
Bad boy. You're ridiculous.
That is funny.
Thanks. Okay, so the next one is going to be my cinnamon roll bread. Please don't. Thank you. So the next one is going to be my cinnamon roll bread. I take my vegan butter and I kind of get it to room temp or melt it just a little bit.
Oh, melt.
Add some vanilla extract.
Yeah, extra.
And Ancestor told me that was enough.
That is what.
It is not.
It is.
It is not.
It is.
Not.
It is. You put it too much.
No. So what I do is I stir this until it's sprayed me. Until it all mixes in. Some brown sugar.
Yeah.
I make my own brown sugar. Super easy to do. More than happy to show.
Buy it. Buy it.
Or you can buy it. Your choice. You don't have to make your own, but
Yeah,
if you do, your choice. I like to make my own. It's more cost effective and it
Or-
tastes way
Or
better.
we can make oatmeal.
I add, what is this? Cinnamon. I don't know my words.
Oats makes
That seems good.
oatmeal. Oats makes oatmeal.
I also like to add a little bit of cardamom.
Oats makes oatmeal.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that?
Just a little sprinkling.
They move over here.
Same principle as before. Get my dough
I'm facing my face.
onto the surface. Not a lot, just enough
You
to,
got accident only.
okay, you'll live. Just enough to make sure that this doesn't stick too far on the ground. Or,
Yeah.
not ground, you know what I mean, counter. Words are hard, man. So I just roll this.
Oh my.
That was perfect, baby. So I put the what is,
Butter.
thank you, baby. The vegan butter vanilla mixture on here and I spread it out.
Yeah.
Okay. I like to get it on all the edges.
Yeah, put that bad boy on.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. That's a lot.
It is a lot. Maybe I'm spreading out the cinnamon sugar mixture. Laying this all in here. And then I just roll it on in there. Roll down the hills. See me rolling. Segway. Now I'm going to take this. I'm going to roll it and squeeze it.
That?
Cut it.
Cut it.
Cut it.
That bad boy.
I didn't cut it well, but I cut it.
Cut that bad boy.
He's so pretty.
It's tiny.
So pretty.
You didn't cut him.
I just heard him.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty.
Pretty.
So I'm going to proof these as well. If I had a longer pan, I would have put them in a longer pan, and then I wouldn't have needed to slice them. But I only have one long pan. So I have them in here. I'm going to proof them for about 20, 25 minutes. And then I will set the oven for about 350 degrees. And then I will bake them for about 20 to 23, 24, maybe even 25 minutes, depending on how they're looking on the outside. After that point, I'll put some vegan butter on top and let them cool. Okay, so we're back and our regular bread is done.
Mm-hmm.
And both of our cinnamon roll breads are done.
Yeah.
Look how pretty.
They're tiny, right?
Well, they look tiny right now because I sliced them in half. But see the nice little pretty rings right there? So someone has been chomping at the bits for me to slice them up. So I'm going to leave them alone. So I'm going to cut off a little bit here. I like to roll mine so that way it's nice and solid and
red.
Squishy.
That bread is big.
And she has fallen in love with this spread. I don't know if y'all have ever had it. It does contain milk, so if you have a milk allergy, don't touch this. And if you're allergic to soy, don't touch this one either. But it's the Cinnamon Toast Crunch creamy cinnamon spread. She likes it. So
yeah, I do. And I also like a cookie one.
You like the? Oh yeah, yeah. She likes the cookie one.
Yeah, because it is.
It's yummy. Here you go. You want to try it? All right. So what do you think? Is that some good bread? Yeah? Okay. Okay. Do you want to slice up one of these?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Now, I have a plan for these. I plan on making, she's on her own little tangent. I plan on making. Oh, that's a big no-no.
I pick him up for the brush.
Oh, thank you. But I plan. Shh. Okay. So I have a plan for this.
That is good.
I know you're so excited about this. My little cinnamon roll bread. One. I know you want this one too.
That one.
Okay. Well, how about we put it on a plate for you? How's that sound? Does that sound like a plan? That way you can finish your bread pieces with your lemonade. There. You can just eat all of that. You want to take a bite of that? How's that? Is that good? Okay, cool. But yeah, so all of these are egg, tree nut, peanut, and dairy free. Like I said, I like to use a bread maker, but you don't have to use a bread maker if you don't want to. And that's pretty much it. So have fun. Don't be afraid to make stuff and have a good day. Bye.
No, purple blankie.
I'm a purple blankie.
Yeah.
I'm a glorious purple blankie.
We could order, right?
We could, but we're not going to.
Order pizza, order cheeseburger.
Honey, you would be the next hamburglar if I let you.
Hamburger? What's hamburger does?
Oh, I'm turning into dust.
People made that?
I will teach you who the hamburglar is.